What's good, YouTube? Alright, let me get this off my chest and just over with, okay? Because I'm so done with this bitch. I'm so done. I did what I had to do. I did my little parodies of this bitch because I'm not going to let her anger me. So, to laugh at her was better. She was angry. She made videos. Like, her debut back on YT is about me. I'm so flattered. But let's get some shit on the table. First off, never, ever, ever in a million years would I even think of the idea of faking to be a wig company and coming to check on you. That's just not me. If I was looking for you, bitch, I would find you. Or I would come to you and say, give me your address. Like, it's not that serious. I really do have a life outside of this camera. Like, y'all want to believe that or not. Like, I really do. I have a daughter to get ready for prom. I have a daughter to get ready for college. I have 2 younger kids. My youngest daughter's birthday this Friday. Like, I got shit going on in my real life. But like I said, the 10 minutes that it took me to make, you know, the gigs plate, and the 2 minutes it took to edit, and the 15 minutes it took to upload and all that was worth it to me, because you decided to come back to YT after 2 weeks and address something that had been long over, long gone. Like, I was so over it. So then I do the gags plate, and then you take it upon yourself to make your second video about me back on YT about my stove. I didn't show you my whole kitchen. It wasn't a competition of who. I have a 9-room house. Like, it has 9 rooms, a living room, a basement. My living room is bigger than your apartment, and fully furnished. The 55-inch television. Like, there wasn't a competition of who has more, because guaranteed I have more. And I'm not on here to brag about anything. And I'm not on Section 8. I'm not on welfare. But I'm not on here for a competition with you. Like, all this started because you tagged me in the status over a comment I made. Instead of being a woman and coming to my inbox or deleting my comment if you didn't appreciate it, or making a comment under the same picture, you decided to tag me in a whole status because you thought I was one of those quiet bitches that was just going to let you get away with that, which you must have done in the past. But I'm not that bitch. So I had to tell you and show you that I'm not that bitch. I'm not one of your followers. I'm not one of your fans. Yeah, I subscribe to you. I watched a couple of your blog TVs, and I seen a couple gigs plates. So everything that I did a parody of is what I witnessed with my own eyes. And I'm not checking for you. I'm not making fake accounts. I'm not trying to pretend to be a wig company. You're not that serious in my life. It is not that serious. This is not a competition. Because y'all think I'm like an old head or something like that. Like, I had my daughter at 18. That's how I know your daughters are not grown. I was a child having a child. 18 is just a number. I knew what I was doing, and I raised a beautiful child, and the fact that she is going to Penn State next year validates I did something right. But for you to indulge or influence your sisters into a lifestyle that's going to lead them to, like, destruction, like, that was not for your subbies to say anything about my parenting. That was the only reason your sisters were ever brought up into it. You're not a good influence on them, and you're heading them down the wrong direction, and they're not grown. Like, I was not grown when I gave birth. I had no one in my life at the time, so I did what I did, but my child was definitely put in my womb from God, because at the time I had no one, and she was somebody that God gave me. So I will never regret having her. I will never regret getting pregnant at that age, because it made me mature fast, and it made me have to grow up. It forced me to grow up. But I was not grown up at 18. That was my whole point of saying it. Like, I've been there and I've done that. And I had no one. And the fact that your sisters have you, you should be a bigger influence on them instead of smoking and drinking and cussing and having different niggas around them and all that stuff. That's not setting a good example. That was my whole point. And then to have people say anything about my parenting when my daughter, for me to have been a teenage mom, for my daughter to not be promiscuous, not be a fucking drug addict, not be a fucking stripper, not try to go down the wrong path in life. And the fact that she's going to college is homage to me, myself, because my daughter is supposed to be a statistic also. Like, because they saying, you know, the apple don't fall too far from the tree, or, you know, a teenage girl can't raise a woman the way that I raised my daughter, who is becoming a beautiful woman. And that was my point in saying that. Don't say anything about my parenting when my daughter's on the right track, and I was an 18-year-old mom. So I know they're not grown, because I wasn't. It was literally a number. But my whole point is, I mean, you win. Like, is there a prize that you get? What is this going to validate in your life? You know what I'm saying? You already have your little fan club. I got, what, 270 subscribers to your 9,600 subscribers, or how many subscribers you have. What prize do we win at the end of this game? We don't. So, like, it will go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm going to be the bigger person and call truce. I'm done. I'm done. It was fun playing a ratchet bitch. Now I'm done and back to my real world, back to my life, back to shit that actually matters. I had fun, and like, people come to me and was like, oh, it's childish, da 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 da, and it was, but it was also fun. You guys could sit there and watch what black girls say, or what Beyonce says, or Rihanna says, and all that, and people playing parodies of these people. And it's funny. So I decided to do that because, seriously, your life is no comparison to my life. Like I said, if you do the math, I was 18 when I had my daughter. She's 17 now. So y'all know how old I am. I'm only a couple years older than Giggs. And that is my whole point. But I have a house. I have a husband. I have children. I have shit going on with my life. And I'm not on Block TV bad-mouthing anyone. I'm not on Block TV smoking and drinking and having my sisters in the back, having different niggas around. That's just not my life. I outgrew that in my 20s. Like, I left that in my 20s. So, it's not a comparison. It's not a comparison of our life. It's not who has more. Like, you showed my stove, and the only difference between your stove and my stove is yours is black. Like, I didn't even understand what that was about. Like, but that's how petty you can be. I did a parody of you. And that was just hilarious, because I'm not going to let you I'm not going to let you anger me. Like, I'm going to laugh at you and let you see yourself in other people's eyes. And I believe that you're a ratchet person, and I showed that in my parody, which was all based on true events. Like, I really didn't make any of that up. The gags plate, I mean, you grilled hot dogs on a griddle and made grilled ham and cheese. So a bacon was a step up. And that video back to me, at least you stepped up your breakfast game. Now you're making pancakes, bacon, sausage, and grits. And I'm mad them grits were still watery after that video. And it was like 6 minutes. Then you talking about, look at my big kitchen. You couldn't even do a 360 because there's a wall behind you. You don't want me to do a 360 in my kitchen. It is huge. My living room is as big as your apartment. This is not a competition. It was never a competition. It was you putting up something that had relevance to me commenting on it, and then you putting me in the status. So it turned into this. And now, like I said, who wins? You know what I'm saying? It's really not a competition. You're still going to be on Twitter talking about me. You're still going to be on Tumblr, Block TV, FB, YT. Like, you have my name everywhere. And I just put a couple of videos behind this camera and uploaded them to YouTube. I don't bring your name to Facebook. I don't even say your name when I do talk about you. But now you spitting out divinity. As a matter of fact, I hate that name. I chose this channel name just because I was watching YouTube videos. Divinity means, like, godly. And ain't nothing godly about me. Even though my nickname is Divine. I'd rather you call me that than keep saying divinity every damn where. Like, I had people coming to me, oh, she made a video about you. Oh, she on Twitter talking about you. Oh, she on it. I mean, really? It's not that serious. You worldwide with a middle finger up at me with my name right there on the tip of your middle finger. Like, so I got you angry. Like, okay. You're giving me power, and I don't want that power anymore. I'm passing the reins back to you, shorty, because you got it. Like, this is your thing. This is what you want to do. You the queen of roasting, even though you can't roast what you don't know. And you talking about my griddle. It's a stove griddle. It's not an electric griddle, because I use burners, and it actually gets put to use. Like, I do work on that griddle. But it's not for grilled ham and cheese, and I'm not going to videotape that. My little cooking things that I put up here, actually people use the recipe to make something because they didn't know how to make pizza dough or the pasta the way I make it and stuff like that. Like, I'm not going to be up here making something that my 8-year-old can make and then call a gigs plate and then have people come and watch that just for you to get a YT check so you can buy your weed. Like, that's just not what I'm on here for. This is my channel. I do what I want to do. And those parodies of you were hilarious, and it was fun making them and just being a ratchet ass person. And I'm done with it. Like, I'm done with it. If this is what you want to continue to do, you want to continue to say my name, and you want to continue to keep the grudge going, in my mind, I win because I'm letting it go. And I said what I had to say. You are who you are, and you're trifling to me. And I just brought that to light in a couple of videos, and I'm leaving it at that. From now on, it's going to be my daughter's prom. I got her senior project video I want to put up because it was about like sexual orientation. It was a really good project, and she had to present it today, and she was so nervous, but she did a really good job, y'all. So I videotaped her just so she wouldn't be so nervous in front of, you know, her teachers and all that, because it is really nerve-wracking to have to perform, or like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But she's going into communications and media in Penn State, so it was good getting her behind the camera, putting the spotlight on her, and having her present her project, which I will upload for you guys. Her prom is coming up. My daughter's birthday is coming up, which, you know, I'm going to have, she wants taco night, so I'm going to show you how we make tacos here, and just back to my basics, and back to my family, back to my life. Which you are a non-factor to at all. You are a non-fucking factor. Like, in my Evelyn voice, that's what you are. And I'm so over you, and it is what it is. You can continue to make videos about me, talk about me, but it's really not proving anything, and you're not winning no prize at the end. You're trying to say your life is better than mine. In no way, shape, or form is your life better than mine. You have nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? You still moving from apartment to apartment. I'm established in this big ass house. Like, it's just no comparison. And I'm only a couple years older than you. And I did have a baby at 18 and stuff like that. And people want me to be a statistic and be on Section 8 and be this person they want me to be. And I'm just not. And I refuse to be. So, you got it. Yes?
Mommy, did you say we're going to a Chinese buffet?
We are.
Chinese?
I mean, it's not only Chinese. There's American food there, too.
Oh, it's my birthday.
Yeah, I was just saying how it's your birthday on Friday, and that I'm leaving petty people behind. Because you remember when I did, like, the video for the bacon and all that?
The petty people? What is that?
When people, it's this lady who doesn't like me, and she makes videos about me and talks about me and stuff. So I made a couple videos back to her talking about her, like when I made the bacon and stuff like that. That was about her. So what I'm telling the people now is I have more important things to worry about, like your birthday and Shayana's prom and her graduating and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have time for the petty people, right? Am I awesome, Mommy? Huh? They can't hear your head. I don't think they can see you.
That's why I'm trying to sketch you.
I'm an awesome mommy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's important, right?
Yeah.
That's what's important. Not these little people who don't like you. What I tell you about haters? They're jealous of you, and that's the only reason they hate on you is because something's missing in their own life. That's the same.
If somebody bullies them.
Right. And then they feel like they have to bully somebody else. Right? Well, that's what is going on now with grown women. So, Mommy is making this video to say, I'm over it. Alright, let Mommy finish this.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's what's important in life. Not this petty shit. You know what I'm saying? That little girl and my son and my oldest daughter and my husband and my dog Gizmo and my cat Nyla, they are what is important to me. And that's what I'm going to start focusing more on. I mean, it's fun doing the parody videos. I really want to do parody videos. Just not about this ratchet bitch. I'm so over that. Me and my daughter was really going to do like a parody on Basketball Wives or Bad Girls Club. Because my daughter got me watching Bad Girls Club. And that chick, Camilla, what? Did she rip Mimi hair? Is Mimi snatch bald? Is she bald as a damn baby's butt? I didn't even know there was a weave in the front. And I do weave. So she played that off pretty well. But when Camilla snatched that weave out, and then she got Amy hair, and she just got a collection of weave all up in that house, I was so done. Like, me and my daughter was really going to do a parody video on that scene. Because it was hilarious. So, if we do more videos like that of the ratchetness, it's going to be like reality TV. Like, I'm so over this bitch. It's not even funny. Like, I've been laughing at her ever since she came back as her debut YT video, and I'm tired of this bitch. I mean, little old me. And you really think I'm some fucking bitch who's going to sit behind a wig company? That's how I know y'all don't know me. And me using the paper plate and the stove griddle and having my nails all chipped up and all that, that was all based on her being ratchet. A Fruit Loop cup? Like, do y'all think I drink out of a Fruit Loop cereal bowl? Like, I mean, y'all just don't give me no credit. Of course, I used all the ratchetness I could find. I left my nails a hot ass mess just to say this bitch is ratchet. But y'all didn't even get it. It's a spoof. It was a parody. It was a joke. Not really, because it was really her life, but I made it into a joke. And I got laughs out of it. Some people appreciated it. That's all that mattered, because this is my channel. I'm going to post on there what I want to, that I'm going to look back at and laugh at. And I'm still going to look back at these videos and laugh. But I'm so over it. So next video up is going to be my daughter's senior project.